So, the state is a criminal organization. I know a lot of y'all that love the government, or rather, you make government and countries synonymous. So, you think that one must praise everything it is that they pump out, be it their government workers from the police on down to the politicians. Maybe not as much as the politicians, it's a free game, but certainly with the latter, or the former, excuse me. Funny story, not funny actually, it just really shows how crap this. The health department shuts down kids' lemonade stand. God damn it. Like when I see stories like this, like the person or whatever health department official or whoever worked for the government that enforced that, oh man. Police officer and health department worker told the kids behind 4K Lemonade that they had 5 business days to obtain a business license and file any excise taxes. What the fuck? This is coming right from NBC Washington, by the way. 4, Malia King and Million Keith says with 10, they're cousins, by the way, says coming up with an idea for a lip gloss business was easy. What will be difficult will be figuring out how to fund a business venture that 2 Richmond Elementary School students thought would be to jumpstart becoming entrepreneurs. So they wanted to do this, and they figured, okay, to fund it, we'll just make a lemonade stand, and we'll use that to fund our stuff in the future. Makes sense. Says the price tag to do so varies depending on where you look. Some influencers on YouTube claim blah, blah, blah. Okay, either way, that's not money the kids have lying around, so their grandmother wanted them to work for it. Good grandmother, by the way. Great grandmother to say, okay, y'all want money, y'all got to go earn it. Damn, they don't even make the grandmas like that no more, but appreciate that grandma to say, hey, you want money. This is how the real world works. You got to go earn it. We can work for ourselves and not have to work for other people, says a 10-year-old in an interview, and people can't boss us around, even though I know that's how it's supposed to go. And this is one of the million kids here. So to fund a business venture last summer, the girls decided to start with something easy and a product they knew people would crave on a hot summer in June. Lemonade. And this is on Jefferson Avenue and 23rd, right across the street from Church Hills Union Market. They put up a little stand. Got all supplies from Amazon, charging $2 a cup. Easy money right there, too. With the help of their grandmother, the Malia's sisters, as well, they grew the lemonade business to a full restaurant where they sold nachos and hot dogs. Woo! Progression. I like to see that. And they called it 4K Lemonade. And they posted about it on social media. Say, hey, come get some lemonade, and you can get some hot dogs and nachos, bro. Because again, they want to fund a little lip gloss venture. I appreciate this, man. I really do. I appreciate the story until it goes to shit. They say we didn't really think lemonade would go like it did, but then everybody started liking it. Everybody was like, wow, the kids are out here working, and you don't see that no more. Just like what I just said. But then on April 27th, 10 months into their business venture, a Richmond police officer and someone from the Virginia Department of Health stopped by the stand, but they weren't there to buy lemonade. Instead, they told the girls that they had 5 business days to obtain a business license and the same amount of time to file any excise taxes from the revenue they made. So I want to be clear. Go fuck yourself to the cop. Whoever told them or instructed them to go do it, go fuck yourself. As well, and absolutely fuck yourself to the punk ass health department official. It was the end of a nearly year-long streak of running youth-led business. They haven't sold anything since. It says, turns out selling food requires a health permit, and selling anything for nearly a year requires a business license and tax payment. You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, when I say and other like libertarians say, like some of the most corrupt, evil like laws out there that are on the books are business licensing laws pertaining to business license. Now, of course, the statists would say, well, we need those laws in place because everybody would poison each other and all sorts of dumb shit, as if, that's a working business plan, is to kill off your customers. It works very, very well. But they are among some of the most evil because of just that. And unfortunately, the people that advocate for those particular laws, they generally like to think of themselves as champion for the minorities. And these are cases that a lot of folks like myself, rest in peace, Dr. Walter E. Williams, and guys as such, when you do talk about like the state against blacks, these are like instances in that regards where it's like these kids, and who knows, I don't know, these youngsters, I would be willing to bet probably go to some rotten ass school too, right? So they're going to get more from becoming valuable in the workforce, but also learning life lessons. They're probably going to get more from that lemonade stand and the hot dogs and all of that they're selling. They're probably going to get more lessons from that than they ever get in school. And you have effectively made it illegal for them to do that because of some dumb shit like you got to go through the state in order to sell some fucking lemonade and hot dogs in your own damn neighborhood. Like, what the that's insane. But you could think like that applies across the board. For those of you that don't understand, you know, these are generally the people that are on Twitter and Twitch and Instagram and shit talking about how CEO bad, business bad. They don't understand what it actually takes to not only run a business, operate a business, but all the hoops you have to jump through in order to get in that position. So for any of you guys who talk about, or those people that bitch and gripe about, let's say, income inequality and all those sorts of things, you can't address that issue until you start talking about stuff like that, business licensing. They are some of the most corrupt, evil laws on the books that really, the people that obviously have the least, those are the folks that are most impacted by those particular laws, which they're complete nonsensical. We don't need to state the baby people and have you making the assessment of whether or not you want to buy a hot dog or drink $2 lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that that's even a thing is corrupt. But I'm not trying to hear, and I want to make sure this y'all understand. I ain't trying to hear anything from the well, they're just enforcing the law. No. To that cop, you're an asshole. To that health department official, you're an asshole just as much. And if it's one of those situations where if you don't enforce that, you lose your job, good. Quit. But unfortunately, just as I can say that for a lot like that instance, that situation, they're so familiar and they exist all across this nation. And you probably never hear about it. Women getting fined for braiding hair out of their house. Stuff like that happens all the time. And it's corrupt. It's evil. And unfortunately, folks that are trying to get a leg up, they don't get it. And this is why a lot of us say that when you talk about regulatory laws, they are designed to keep people that are able, the people that are generally already at the top and got their foot in, right where they're at. And it sounds something small and like not, it's like trivial. No, this impacts a lot of people. And those folks who try to start going business ventures on their own find that out really fast. The fact that you need to have a licensing to operate a business is just fucking stupid. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.